This is Zoo Week on Wisconsin Tonight. We are offering a rare glimpse behind the scenes at the zoo.
Jessie Garcia shows us a hyena that might be housing an exciting secret.
Whose paws are these? Hyenas. You'll find them eyeing the crowd.
We are in the big cat house, and as you can see, it's a very popular area. Lots of families here. Now, we already saw the baby jaguar cubs. Now, today, we're going to learn about a couple of new animals. Hyenas. They have two of them, a male and a female, and their behind-the-scenes area is right behind that door.
A tray of food awaits, mostly meat, but hyenas also like produce. The female, Nyota, comes in first, but she's very wary of us, a photographer and a reporter she doesn't know.
Nyota, come here.
Eventually, she moves forward to eat. Today, they're doing a new training.
So we bring her up on this board, and if we can get her in the right position, she's not quite in the right position right now because she doesn't want to look away from the camera, but then we'll open this door right here, and we'll actually bring the ultrasound machine in right there so we can ultrasound her safely.
That's right. They suspect she might be pregnant. The zoo does not sedate for tests unless it's a medical emergency. They prefer to train. If Nyota is carrying a baby, it will be big news.
I don't think that there's ever been a hyena documented on ultrasound, so.
Oh, that'd be very exciting.
Nice. I know. We would like to see that. There's not a lot known about hyena reproduction. They've been studying it for 30 years at Berkeley, specifically on hyena clans there, but they really still haven't figured a lot out. So we're hoping that we can participate and add some knowledge to that.
Here's something you might not know. Hyenas and all of the big cats love spices and perfumes. On this day, the zoo has white diamonds waiting.
Ooh. We sprinkle it in the corner, we rub it on toys, sometimes we rub it on the animals. When we had lion cubs, we would actually rub a little bit on the lion cubs, hoping that their dad would get along a little bit better. It worked really well. Wow. It really bonded them together. We also will make trails of it, so they have to go from area to area smelling it.
All of that mimics nature, where big cats patrol their territory using a strong sense of smell.
And the jaguars and tigers really like Calvin Klein, and they like the real stuff too. You can tell. Sometimes you give them the fake stuff and they're like, okay, but you give them the real stuff, they have very expensive taste.
Right. Cinnamon, cumin, and cloves are favorites too.
Good job, Scruffy.
The male hyena named Scruffy joins for mealtime. Almost all creatures in captivity have longer lifespans and less disease, but there are those people who feel wild animals belong in the wild. Amanda disagrees. She says these animals are both ambassadors and important for research.
What we learn from the animals in the zoo, we can then take back to the populations in the wild and help them. So if we know that if we learn more about reproduction around hyenas and how it really works, maybe we can take that back to hyenas in the wild and give them something that's necessary for them to reproduce successfully. So we actually are learning a lot. Polar bears are a great example. They're doing a lot of hearing studies on polar bears in captivity, and they take that information back to polar bears in the wild, and they say, look, we know polar bears can hear this, this distance. So you can't do drilling in this area, because if you do, you're going to upset the polar bears and the, dens and cubs.
Plus, they allow all of us to see the wonders of nature up close. At the Milwaukee County Zoo, Jessie Garcia, today's TMJ4.
Now, Nyota had a false pregnancy not long ago. Amanda tells us it's often hard to tell if a cat is pregnant until they actually give birth, so we're certainly keeping our fingers crossed on that.
Isn't this fascinating? Tomorrow night we're going to meet the engineers who run the trains that go around the grounds at the zoo.